We are going live. I love life. So I have to go on again, Bruce. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Hmm. I don't understand how come people are filming me if I didn't even start streaming. Very interesting. I I guess I'm live without having started my stream. Hmm. Interesting. So I'll go share this link on Twitter. I started streaming by sudden self. Very awesome. There we go for Twitter. My Twitter people. My people. Let the people go. Oh, we got some cold weather here too, brother. We had some very cold weather. So, considering I think I'm streaming, hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here as always. His Highness in the house. Danny's in the house. Justin and Darla. We have Christopher Rollins, Dirt Wizard, Flubberlane, Justin again. Thank you, everyone. How's it going, Flubberlane? Darla, please like, always very important, of course, to like the videos, to leave a comment, to help the algorithm get up there, right? If not, we don't get any views. We get no subscribers. Oh, that's right. I got, whether they're fake or not, it was pretty cool. We got, I think, 6 subscribers after I put up the banner. So let my people go. Feeling stupid again tonight. Hey, UFOs, I hope tonight, like Darla said, in 2 days, the full moon. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get some nice moon. I hope. Hopefully. But I'm telling you guys, um, I don't know. The moon is going to be extremely low. So stock away, Kelly. Stock away. Keep coming back. Keep stalking me. Always. That's why often when I start streaming, you see this. Yeah, it's old paper that's been there for several years, 13 years. Microphones unplugged, microphones on mute. People will laugh and say that's ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous when you see AT&T has over 1 billion members that their personal information was leaked out. You have the Apple leak again this morning because of a breach from an update that apparently with Microsoft and something Crowd Crab, or Crab Fund or something like that. There was a problem. It caused problems with airports. We saw that this afternoon. So, hey guys, since my birthday, February 15th, we've not gotten any subscribers since we got our beautiful plaque for the channel, thanks to the community. So subscribe. It really pisses off the trolls at the same time because they're trying to block the channels. The channel's basically already blocked, but we get fake subscribers about 100 to 200 a month, and then they unsubscribe them. So if you subscribe and you're real, well, a few subscribers will eventually hang around, and then we might see the number go from 102 to 103,000. Massive cold front. Then a week of Antarctic cold winds coming. Didn't see that. I'll have to be looking at that. Dirt Wizard, how are you, brother? Thanks, you guys. Crazy how the weather. Thank you, Christy. How are you? Thanks for listening in. It's crazy how the weather can change that suddenly. Firefly Aerospace CEO leaves the company amid some misconduct investigation. Rocket maker Firefly announced, this was on July 17th. We missed that one yesterday, 2 days ago. Bill Weber will no longer serve as CEO of the company, effective immediately. Did a little bit of digging, and basically there's an investigation against allegations of an inappropriate relationship between Weber and a female employee. He was banging the chick at work. Sorry, but I didn't mean to say it that way. Basically, that's what's happening. I believe it. I believe. Oh, yes, you are, because the comments and replies and views that I get would not. It's not bot like. Hey, man. Here we have some cool weather. It got a bit warmer this afternoon. So I'll say, like Alex said this afternoon, it was nice weather in Montreal, nice breeze. So hopefully it's going to be clear tonight, I'm hoping. And I've been talking with my brother again. We're trying to set back that day. We did set back that day so that I can get up to his house and do a whole evening to see if there's any UFOs in his area. There was one when I went there. I got an incredible flash at my brother's, bigger than I had ever seen. And I want to know if there's going to be some more flashing. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you, Darla. That's the address if you guys want to send me something. Christy says, Bruce, hot here for now. Thunderstorm a couple of days away. And of course, Christy and Shed, it's hotter because now it's colder here. I've been checking a lot every time, you know, it's warm here. It was either most of the time cold where you were, or the opposite. When it's hot where you are, it's cold where I am, which is a little silly. Simply Samantha, how are you? Hey, Star Hunter's in the house. Thanks, my friends, for always coming back. Are those Boeing astronauts still alive? Hey, that is funny, Sabinator, that you mentioned that, because I just went into delved deep into the space news to try to find out some more information about that. And exactly, we have some astronauts that were up there that had a delay of quite a while, and then another delay put them back even longer. It was a problem with, you know, always a valve problem, several problems where they could not leave with their spacecraft, and they are stuck on the space station, eating up all the food there, most likely. So, like Sabinator says, are those Boeing astronauts still alive? I don't know. In the space news, I didn't see anything about that, and I just looked today. I could have missed it, but I think it's crazy that they're not talking about it. Night sky has been so clear here, moon stunning. Oh wow, lucky you! Really, nothing here. Nothing. Sucks. Ridiculous clouds that look like building shapes in the sky. That just the sky looks absolutely morphing into something ridiculously fake. That's what it looks like. Seriously. Oh yeah. What's up, Star? Full moon behind the tree. Amazing. Says Darla to Christy. I'll have to check that out, because I never get any notification. There's only a few channels that I click on notifications for you guys, and I never get them. That's like with you here, I guess. That's how it is in Southwest. Too, Bruce. Cold here, hot here. Cold. Yeah, exactly. Cold there, hot here. Watch Tucson too. Absolutely. The craziness that's happening around the world, and the news, and still seeing all this news coming out with what's happened with Trump. Absolutely incredible. Always love it, Darla. The double streamer is always greatly appreciated. And if you're new to this channel, there's a lot of lunar research here. Like I always love His Highness always saying, the rarest place, guys, is here to get the lunar research. My research is absolutely exclusive. I'm the only person showing what I film on the moon. I'm not the only person showing the moon. Some trolls, listen up to what I'm saying. Some people get offended. Bruce does not own the moon. He's not the moon master. No, but we have some hell of a good research channel here showing a possible war living creatures, UFOs, structures. We have lunar waves, explosions, lots of them on the surface of the moon, and many anomalies that are hard to understand. The Apollo landing sites, of course, we went to investigate. Guys and gals, 8 years of research completed in 4 weeks. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I'm going to be starting my ninth year of research in August. At the end of August, I'm really happy and I'm proud of us all for being here and keeping the channel going. It's big, big news. I'll have a video up of some of the best captures, and it will be suppressed because a lot of jealous people are upset with my captures. So that's why I will continue to keep bringing them out, even though 1,000 people see these captures. Unfortunately, it is very sad when you think of it that there should be hundreds of thousands of people viewing the channel. But unfortunately, that is not the situation. Got a good UFO on my channel, 44 seconds in about 3 minutes. Video. Can you do your computer thing? Zoom it in for us to see. Sure, slow it down, etc. Don't ask me to send. I have no idea how to do that. Too old. Yeah. You might not have to. I'll check that out. I'll go right on your channel. Fire. I don't know why they're doing that. It's been a couple days. All I smell here is fire, but it's really, really bad. And they like burning plastic in their fire. 2 neighbors down. So, we live in a world of freaks. Right on, Christy. Offload seed, but still here. She's working her ass off all the time. Astronauts, exactly. Well said, Dirt Wizard. Dirt Wizard. Yes, astronauts. Probably chilling at the pool. I agree with that. Boy, smells like fire here. Isn't it nuts? Listen, patterns. You mention something and then something happens. Often. Some people even think that the universe and everything in the physical world that's happening is based on all of our consciousness together. Interesting when you think of it, just the very thought of it. But that's why I'm always, thinking of positive things. Thanks, man. Hey, I will, and not, some may laugh, but honestly, of course, yes, with the research, I am going to invest. Probably have to invest quite a bit because I want to do it properly. I would love to have a big enough book come out and just have a ridiculously low price on it and sell lots of copies with images and everything inside of the book, like hundreds of images, sort of like an encyclopedia of my research, guys. I promise you I will be doing that. And I was supposed to be doing little videos at the beginning. That's what I wanted to do, is sell videos on a website where all my episodes that I was doing, I was selling them. But in reality, I didn't want to become, honestly, this is well, we need to freaking eat, right? But I did not want to become Gaia. I did not want to become MUFON, with all this, and MUFON, I'll be careful. More like I'm talking about the revenue with Gaia and stuff where you go there and you can't see any of the newsletters. You can't see anything unless you pay for a subscription and whatnot. But again, it's a business. I get it. But there should not be a business when it comes to a truth. Like, for example, I imagine the money I could have made when you, like, between you and me, guys, not bringing this to the public, the videos, and keeping it just like a closed website and stuff like that. Probably, would have got maybe even more attention, people wanting to be curious. But when you just hand it out there to everyone, so we're 29 watching right now on a Friday night, when everybody knows it's a live stream. So that's why I was quiet today. There's been a breach today that could very well also not help. Star, hello, Star. Absolutely subscribe to this channel, my friends. Carol White, thank you very much for being here. And if you're new to the channel, Carol, all you people, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. Not everybody does, and it's a free channel. You don't have to, actually, but it helps. Always greatly appreciated. Gomsi, how are you? Seedall family and Bruce moderators, how are you, lovely people? I'm doing good. We're all doing pretty good, I think. Woke up and watched your stream, but fell asleep again. Yes, because Sabinator were making Poor guy coming to the late, extra late streams, especially for our front Savinator on his end of the world. Did you find a pic of that bird? The pic of that bird? No, because it's on the other SD card. But thank you so much for asking, because I am going to post it. Promise, right in the community tomorrow morning with my coffee, guys. Yellow or orange beak, little fuzz on his head, weird face, almost looks like a cardinal with no colors. It's absolutely weird, the stuff. Sugar bee, the birds that I'm seeing here. And here, Sabinator, I live just 16 kilometers from New York, the USA, but not the Big Apple, the smaller apple, Malone, New York, where all the Aeolians are, the windmills are. And I get a lot of birds that come from the United States into Canada here. So I get American robins, I get bald eagles. I have yet to film one, though. I'd love to. I have lots of birds from the States coming in here. Mr. Crazy Music Space Jam, thank you so much. How kind of you. How thoughtful of you, brother. Elias is here. And that's, man, merci, Crazy. That's Justin's channel if you guys want to check out his videos also. Hello, peoples. I'm with my student just jumping in to drop a thumbs up. Love you, BSA family. See you all later. Bonne chance à la house. Puis attention au fiume dans le métro. Et bonne chance. Wow, bro. Thank you very much. Check out, guys, Crazy Music Space Jam channel. We stream on weekends. We have a lot of fun. He fixes guitars. He redesigns them. And very recently, he just redesigned one of his guitars. Just check them out. Thanks a lot, Crazy Music Space Jam. Thanks, Elias. Good luck. Jim, I caught you earlier live and glad to be back for this. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jim. Welcome, brother, man. Thank you so much. Marco Rochelot, salut Bruce, j'ai congé de l'hôpital Sacré-Cœur. Hey, à partir de demain matin, je cherche un lift pour Sainte-Agathe. Ah, t'es pas sérieux? T'es pas pogné pour te demander un lift à Sainte-Agathe? Ouais. Moi, là, c'est ça qui m'énerve, man. Super content d'entendre ça. Marco, tiens-moi au courant, mon frère. Ça fait chier qu'on est obligé d'aller dans des hôpitaux qui sont à l'extérieur d'où ce qu'on reste. Ça fait vraiment chier, t'es obligé de faire ça. Hey, man, tant mieux que tu sors. J'espère que... I hope you find a lift, bro. Friend finally going to be coming out of the hospital. That's great news, man. But now he's looking for a lift all the way up to Saint-Agathe, Quebec. Oh, boy. Bruce, did your area get affected with computer shutdowns like airport and banks? The banks, yes, there were some problems with the banks. Even my online banking, as I went to see CIBC, it was actually breached. It worked, but there's something wrong with it, breached, and I was not able to get the numbers. But in general, everything's okay on my end with the computers, except for lots of lagging and lots of mysterious stuff, but that was not the first day. I have yet to check in the news to see if there's any breaches. I'm pretty sure there were. Montreal, apparently it's worldwide. There's lots of news media also that had some problems, and look, right now we're 30 people. So I think that attack is continuing. And don't forget, we're getting corona mass ejection CMEs that are also, coming in. Did you guys know that a meteor streaked over the New York City skyline before disintegrating at 51 miles, disintegrating over New Jersey? A meteor streaked over the New York City skyline before disintegrating over nearby New Jersey, and this was according to NASA, so take that with a grain of salt. William Cook, the head of Space Agency's Meteoroid Environments Office, said the fireball was first sighted at an altitude of 51 miles. My friends, the first layer of clouds are 100 miles up. So you could, actually, it's 1 kilometer up. So yeah, 51 miles is freaking low, and it's lower than planes and all that shit. So it's 82 kilometers, by the way, above Manhattan at around 11:17 a.m. And this was on Tuesday. I did mention it, so I thought I'd mention it. The meteor passed over the southern part of Newark, New Jersey, before disintegrating 31 miles. That's 50 kilometers above the town of Mountainside, he said. No meteorites or other fragments of space debris reached the planet's surface. This could be devastating sometimes, guys. The space rock moved at a speed of about 41,000 miles per hour, which is 66,000 kilometers per hour, which is, they write kph, They should just write KM, you know, like Canadians, and descended at a relatively steep angle of 44 degrees from vertical. It was coming down, Crook said. Its exact trajectory is uncertain since reports are based only on eyewitness accounts and no camera or satellite data is currently available. We're filming the whole Earth, around Earth, all satellite imagery of day and night. So, mystery, right? Mysterious. As of Wednesday morning, there had been approximately 40 eyewitness reports filed on the American Meteor Society website, which the agency used to generate its estimates. The fireball was not part of the Perseid meteor shower, and reports of loud booms and shaking could be explained by military aircraft in the vicinity around the time of its appearance. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness that military airplanes were there when an unknown piece of fragment entered. NASA's Meteoroid Environments Office said in a Facebook post, Facebook, that small rocks like the one that produced Tuesday's fireball are only about a foot or a third of a meteor in diameter and can't remain intact all the way to the ground. Not like the satellite that hit the States a couple of weeks ago. Of course not. Anyways, it's a little silly. Wish me luck for tonight, guys. I hope we're going to see some UFOs. I hope you guys are enjoying the UFO videos. The UFO videos are still rising up from the back. They've been rising up since 2022. It's every night. And only in 2024 did I first start seeing them descend. Never a one have I ever seen descend except for the one that came into the yard, of course, which was super cool. So lucky me. Lucky us to have gotten a chance to be able to see it. Just hanging out, watching here from West Virginia. Jim Jim Bros. I appreciate that. Bros. The whole world got the computer thing, Chris. We couldn't pay for anything without cash. Scary stuff, Justin. Exactly, man. Worldwide, they say this breach. And they were saying it wasn't cyber attack, but I would disagree. In theory, definitely disagree. Around here, thanks, Darla. Around here, the national bank. So proof in all countries, right? No problem in West Virginia from our friend Jim. Thanks, man. No birds, no green cards. Yes, exactly. They're coming in. That or their drones being sent. That's why when you guys in the States, those in the States that get our bloody ducks that you don't like, the geese, well, they could be drones too, you know. Janice, hello again. I was going to say thanks for coming back. I appreciate that. Big warm welcome and hello for people on Twitter, for people on, well, no, we're 30. Nobody's here, guys. It's Dirt Wizard and Darla are here. Basically, which is sort of, and why do I laugh? Was I think it's sort of cool that they can suppress people like that, you know? I mean, it's not something you can get around, I don't think. Not yet. They're talking about the moon so much, guys. 55th anniversary of the moon landing, guys. They're going to be pushing and buttering up and licking between the cracks of so and so's arse, which is all sorry for that. Aldrin and Neil Armstrong valorizing them for having gone to the moon. The guy's 94, right? Just got married. This should be good. Should be really good. As a matter of fact, I think I should be getting a very special video out of the moon and the war that's on the moon. And I'm going to get that out tomorrow, July 20th. That is on the anniversary of the lie of the lunar landing. Whether they lied about going or just lied about how they went and didn't show the public how they went. Definitely one of those. Confirmed as a fact, you can be sure. Last night, Christopher Allen said, I seen that a big part of Russia lost power yesterday, so I knew something would happen here today. See, it's like preventive. We know now, eh? We really, we really know something's going to happen. First, the assassination, and then after that, which by the way brought up the stock markets, and then people were pulling out stocks before. Excuse me. People were pulling up stocks before with Trump and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so corrupt. Cash App working fine. Good to know. What's the 820? I know the 420. There you go. Sabinator, thank you very much for giving us the proper name. Yeah, and surprisingly, bro, CrowdStrike is also a company that even Microsoft deals with. So, you know, everything looks good on Sugar Bee's side. Sugar Bee, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. You guys want to send me some UFO parts? You can send them right there. Yeah, you see, Sugar Bee, it's like calling a name. That's like the Vatican that calls their telescope Lucifer, right? You have something that's supposed to be defending the crowd. They call themselves the Crowd Strike. Okay. And this the crab, something crab also. It's crowd. Oh, crowd. I thought it was crab. Okay, so that was crab strike. That's funny. Sorry about that. I think so, dirty wizard, dirty wizard. The dirty wizard. No, seriously. Yeah, it could be. It could absolutely be. Please, guys, remember to like the live stream. Thank you so much, Darla. It helps this channel get out to others. And in the bottom, it says Alien UFO right here. This is the place you're looking for. Subscribe to unblock this research. Thanks, because we've been blocked in the subscriber count. Last live stream, we lost quite a few subscribers. And then right after that, we got 6 back. So, you know, Amsterdam, Schiphol airport had problems, even in the States too. Many flights canceled with this weird crowd strike, whatever that means. Exactly, Gomsey. Yeah, as a matter of fact, guys, there were at least 500 cancellations and 700 delays around the world. And that was early this morning, about 8 or 9 Eastern time here, when some of the problems started happening. And again, we don't know if they're back online yet there and if the people were able to leave yet. Nobody cares. Nobody loves me. I don't know what the song or whatever, but yeah, I can't stand a bug or two. But yes, very, very true. Very, very true. West Virginia in the house. A name and place that we hear a lot. Some awesome songs. It is Sugar Bee. You know it. Going down. Yes, Care. Damn autocorrect. Sev, merci. Thank you. CrowdStrike is the company that controls all government and airlines, banks, etc., their computers to supposedly safeguard all the information. Their shares are crashing right now. That's good to know. Be honest, that is good to know. See, the whole shit system is crashing, guys. We are going to see it. And now you just almost gave me chills, Dirt Wizard, because I'm going to tell you a story about some pigeons right now. It's going to, well, maybe not flip you out. Beautiful event that happened today. The pigeons, yeah, it was a good one, by the way. If it's not a pigeon, it's a dove, but it was a pigeon. 3 pigeons. I'm driving down the street just opposite of my street here, coming back from the corner store. And on my way home, I never drive under 50 or 60 on the road, of course. I mean, if not, it'd be like, come on, get ahead. The car's going to stall. As I was driving down the road and not in a hurry and just watching nothing, just down the street while watching the road as I'm driving down the road. Long story short, I was going 40. But get this, guys, I don't even think I ever look at my speedometer more than once. You know, when you adjust the road, you're going 70. You look once in a while. I'm never going fast. So, anyways, well, I'll keep the final answer. So, I'm going 40 kilometers an hour, maybe 38 kilometers an hour. And I never do that. And I slow down before the stop. testing my brakes. I'm going to be due soon for brakes and stuff, thinking of the money and stuff, the pads, hearing them a little bit. And 3 doves or pigeons, I think it was pigeons, they were so close that they hit my window, 1 out of the 3, and slid across the window and went sort of flooded like that. But I was going so slow. The bird, on the angle that it hit the window, didn't harm it at all. Anyways, long story short, do you believe that things can happen that can save your life and that there was an entity there saving it? Or that for some reason you predict that I'm going to slow down for some reason. Maybe that something's going to happen. You might save something, might save someone. I think that's amazing that I slowed down on the road. And coincidence, it can very well be. But it's a cool coincidence that I slowed down and the bird hit the window, and the other 2 babies, I guess smaller birds, pigeons, were right there and ran right in the window and slid across, just the head leaning on the window, sort of like face like that as it's going across the window. But then it kept going and flew the little whoop like that and went back up. And I'm like, oh my God. If I was going 60, I would have hit it for sure head on, like the corner there, probably would have killed it. But why am I talking about coincidences? The energy that's in the air, changing things, I try to change things all the time. Try to change things with the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Soros. He should be called George Sorosis because he's like one. But in reality, all the thoughts that we have about bettering the world, I don't think they can harm anything. I think they say that a thought, consciousness and thought, your neurons and everything touching, and there's some of the neurons that never touch, sometimes touch each other. And I saw a video live of that the other day. It's scary. It's like branches that are going like this. The neuron goes to the other neuron, gets close, and all of a sudden they connect. Whoop, a thought process goes by. I'm sitting there going, my God, it'd be impossible to learn everything. All the secret technology. And this isn't even secret technology. Can you imagine how smart some people are on Earth by finding out some technology? I believe they found a book, and they're doing sorcery, and they're trying to, Satan is the theme, by the way. Even the UFO theme is satanic. The gangs and cartels and stuff in certain countries, they don't mention it very much, but they're satanic related. But I didn't think they were that satanic related in cults there, as to the point where they actually do satanic rituals and sorcery to try to bring forth these evil entities. Someone is trying to bring an evil entity into the world, but not someone, everyone, all the elites and the left side and everything. And on top of it, the left people that don't know that are still contributing to that with that energy. So it's bad, Dirt. I'm telling you. Don't get likes or notifications, and they erase more comments than they post. That's how it is. I'm going to scroll down now. I know I'm always on top. Solo Warden is here. Hola, Bruce, amigos de la comunidad. Saludos desde Chile. Very beautiful Chile. Thank you very much, you guys. Wow. 7-8er, I love you, brother, man. You rock, man, for sharing me out on other platforms. And guys, that's the goal. They tell you when they talk about the algorithm on YouTube, wherever you share out, Facebook, Gab, you make another little doorway coming from there. And even if somebody sees it once a month, that link, it doesn't matter. It opens a doorway from that platform to come this way. In the algorithm, I see it, very limited numbers coming in from there. Well, DNT Alex, thanks for being here, brother. Mr. Luke Nathan Midlin in the house. How the hell is Ireland doing, brother? Greetings, my brother. Greetings to you. Love you, man. How the hell is Ireland doing? Ireland is the only country in Europe, they said, that stood up the most. I learned yesterday it was in Europe. And not a map guy, That's like me with the research. Boy, if I was to start pretending that I knew everything in science and in space and in physics and in heliophysics and all that crap and quasi-projections and teleportation, I'd be a big liar, because often people ask me some questions and I have no idea what the heck they're asking me about. but I know a lot. And I know a lot from based on my research of a lot of things, but I'm no genius when it comes to the math part and everything. I she basically use common sense. Why am I even talking about that? Star Hunter, thanks, man. Our friend Luke in the house. Thanks a lot, man. That's what we're here for, Sugar Bee. We're here to learn lessons, apparently. Catherine Royer, merci beaucoup. Tu ne regardes pas la Lune en ce moment, Bruce. Elle est géante. Est-ce que la Lune est là? Attends, je vais aller te dire si elle est là. Let's go see if it's there. Hold on. Where's the moon? Where's the beef? No moon there. No moon there. Est-ce que tu restes en Alaska, Catherine? Il n'y a pas de lune ici, ma belle. J'ai pas de lune dans le ciel. Elle n'est pas encore montée pour moi, ou bien je la vois pas. I can't see the moon, Catherine. You must live on another continent. I do not see it yet. Pelicaris, face peelers, they call them in Peru. That's very interesting that you mentioned that, and I've not heard it very often. I heard it in relationship to Skinwalker Ranch and not the Navajo tribe, but if it was not the Navajo, it was another one. Maybe I could be wrong. Could be the Navajo, but yeah, they're talking about the face peelers. It's a hell of a story. It's a creepy story when you think of it, and it's much comparable to, I guess, a skinwalker itself, right? A lot of you have asked me, Bruce, have you ever seen a skinwalker? And I don't know how to respond to that because I've seen entities in physical form, and it was when I was with those two other people, Eric and JP, and I have seen them. But when people ask me, have you ever seen a skinwalker? It just only started scaring me since you guys have mentioned that. I'm like, holy shit! I hope not. I hope, like everything I've ever seen, I've always said it's a spirit, right? And my dad passed away. There's someone protecting me and stuff like that. So now, when it comes to aliens, when somebody says, and with my research, I'm talking about aliens. I'm like, damn, imagine if what I saw was alien and not spiritual. And I'm like, well, you could have a spiritual alien, just an entity. Don't forget the word alien is because they're not from here. Quite simply there. Okay. Just same way we call illegal aliens that come in that are not part of the system, don't pay taxes or whatever, they come in, just illegal alien without coming in the proper way. Not a spring chicken anymore. But we're all young at heart. Pretty sure we all stay young at heart. So we're gonna end. Anyways, 2026, Sugar Bee. We're going to be getting more firm and younger because now they're going to be curing cancer and everything is going to be. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So, are we going to get solar flares? If so, when? Yes, and probably solar flares. Well, there's one today, and if I'm not mistaken, there's one actually right now that is an M class flare. I don't know if the sun is still flaring. Let me double check that real quick for you. Yeah, it's still back to M1. It was M2 all afternoon. Then it went down to C8, C5. C is still big enough. It's a smaller storm. M is starting to get big enough. And there's an impact. CME impact was June 10th, the last one. There's one, if I'm not mistaken, Elias mentioned to us, Crazy Music Space Jam, that's supposed to impact today, I think, or tomorrow. It usually takes about a day and a half for them to arrive. They come out with some new tech now that can actually, and this is scaring me, guys. If you're listening to the technology news, the military news, they're using artificial intelligence to do advancements in the research they do. So whatever the military can do in a year is now able to do it in a day with quantum computers and I'm not saying the bases all have quantum computers. It's something ridiculously expensive, but they're using that to find out war scenarios, what could happen to the world if this happens, what could happen to the world if that happens, and the scary thought of them applying artificial intelligence. Do you get it now when Elon Musk said it's dangerous? You know what they're trying. AI can become dangerous because he knew exactly what was going to happen. Talking about them wanting to make decisions about ruling Earth, asking an artificial intelligent machine. That is scary as shit. Remember Star Trek? God, okay, Spock reached God with bones and all this, and it was a computer in space that it was sentient and all that. So, anyways, a lot of truth in some movies, and I've not watched a lot of movies, boy, almost never. I tell you. So the X-ray flux right now is M101, and if I look along here, lots of activity we had. So the past 24 hours has been an M3. Current value right now is C8, they say. In the 72 hours, M5. We got some X-class flares. It was pretty crazy. 2 days in a row, actually, 2 days ago. You're just like me, Alex. Well, get this, brother. May solar superstorm caused the largest mass migration of satellites in history. And spectacular auroras arrived in May 2024 after incredible geomagnetic storms, coronal mass ejections, sending radiation to Earth. The May 2024 geomagnetic storm was the first major storm to occur during a new paradigm in low Earth orbit satellite operations, dominated by commercial small satellites. Caused them a lot of problems, these satellites, guys. The May solar superstorm that set the night sky around the world ablaze with colorful auroras also triggered chaos in orbit as many thousands of satellites had to maneuver at the same time to maintain their altitude amid the sudden thickening of the upper atmosphere. Because what happens when you get these auroras, the ionization, the particles come from the sun, they arrive here, they transform themselves into neutral particles, so they say. And then after they transform themselves into neutral particles, they just go back out into space. This is stuff they tell us. So when you do the research on this, you go, that's all you have as feedback. According to a preprint paper published on the online repository on June 12th, satellites and space debris objects in low Earth orbit, the region of space up to the altitude of 1,200 miles, which is 2,000 kilometers, were sinking towards the planet at a speed of 590 feet, which is 180 meters a day. Every day, these satellites during the auroras were sinking and coming towards Earth 600 feet in 24 hours. So you can imagine the situation of the auroras that we last had in May very recently. If that was to occur with other coronal mass ejections during that aurora and keeping several other days, that means these satellites easily in a couple of days can come down almost a couple thousand feet out of the sky. You know what that means? Couple of thousand feet, it hits the ground. And that would be cataclysmic. They're talking about it more and more about the problem of the friggin' space debris, guys, around Earth. There's millions of pieces, and you got pieces as big as, a marble to as big as several meters long. Really, really big objects. To make up for the loss of altitude, thousands of spacecraft began firing their thrusters at the same time to climb back up. That mass movement, the authors of the paper point out, could have led to dangerous situations because collision avoidance systems did not have time to do any calculations about the satellites changing paths. That would have been devastating. And so on and so forth. You hit one plane, you hit some forests, they start burning. Oh my God, guys, like talk about a domino effect. Really scary stuff. The solar storm that battered Earth from May 7th to May 10th reached the intensity of a G5, guys, the highest level of the 5-step scale used by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, to assess the strength of solar storms. It was the strongest solar storm to hit Earth since 2003, they said 20 plus years. The authors of the paper, however, pointed out that the environment around the planet had changed profoundly since that time. So the chemistry of Earth, right, possibly affected by all of this. Very interesting. The May 2024 geomagnetic storm was the first major storm to occur during a new paradigm in low Earth orbit. We said its satellites operations dominated by commercial small satellites. The authors of the study, William Parker, Richard Linares from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, wrote this. So, solar storms triggered by massive eruptions of charged gas from the sun disturb Earth's magnetic field. As a result, charged solar particles deep into Earth's atmosphere, where they interact with molecules of air. These interactions give rise to the awe-inspiring northern lights that we all see, and that Alex and I are hoping that we will see again. And southern lights, but also the southern lights, but also heat up the atmosphere and make it swell. Guys, agree with me or not, after the eclipse and after the auroras, we know that the sky has been bright, ridiculously bright. It was even in the news at some point around the world. I can't film the UFOs at 7, 8, 9 anymore and 6 because it is friggin' bright till 11 o'clock, and not because of the moon, before the moon phase. Think of it. I'll be getting the moon. I'll be trying to get the moon also. But again, more clouds all weekend. We'll get rain. We don't know what we're going to get here. So, yeah, scary stuff. That's a little bit more news on that. Oh, yeah. And listen, we need that grid to go down and give us a little break. Thank you, Kelly. I love that your name is Bruce. Bruce Banner. My favorite superhero. Right. Bruce Banner. Right, you are. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yep. No moon for Darla either. Bruce, why the hell aren't you filming the moon? There's a beautiful sky outside. The town was hit by a meteor here. Nobody's left alive. Well, right on, Danny. It's coming, my friend. I think if like Darla said, in 2 days. So when you're filming the moon outside, when you hear my voice go up, when you're filming the moon, it's what do you call it? Puberty. My words. When you film the moon, leading up to the full moon, for those that want to know, you can film the moon a day before the full moon. It'll look 99% full. And you can film it the day after also the moon. So there's always a window margin of 3 days where you can film the moon is basically full. I do want to get it. Guys, listen, it's every single time the moon is out, I want to film it. If it doesn't scare you, the fact that I have a beautiful, expensive telescope here that could make amazing videos, and just by going outside on the balcony, I would all the time. And I'm telling you, the amount of days this year, last year, and even the year before where it started, 2020, 2021, we started getting these days of clouds and clouds and clouds and endless clouds. And the cloud is a lot more thick. You want to know when? Hunga Tonga explosion. They sent something into the ocean that caused a giant explosion that sent precipitation, all this steam and smoke and fire into the air, right up into the stratosphere. And that incident caused Earth to have a lot more clouds. So worried about the chemistry of Earth, and there's lots to worry about, guys, because Earth's core, without sounding like a fearmonger, Earth's core did stop. It stopped moving. As a matter of fact, as far back as a year ago, they talked about it possibly even turning the other way. And hey, guys, we're only 30 watching here. That's absolutely incredible. 21 on Rumble, Darla. So that means there's nobody here. If there's 21 on Rumble, think of it. There's 39, they say, watching. There's 19 here. And I sure as hell thank the 19 that are watching. Centre d'achat, on vient de l'avoir. Crème à Sherbrooke au centre d'achat. Wow! Ça sent bien grave, Catherine, là. C'est ça que j'ai bien peur au Québec. Nous autres, on a eu quelqu'un qui s'est fait poignarder, 2 personnes, par un esti d'épais qui était sur la route à Valleyfield puis qui a poignardé 2 personnes. Starting to see some bad shit happening here, guys, too, with stabbings and stuff like that. And she was just a witness in Sherbrooke of a shopping mall crime. So, yeah, we're living in a crazy world. Hope everything's okay. Is everything okay with his daughter? Hope so. Okay, okay, I see it. Lips derrière, ouais. Yes. Oh shit. All right, man. I'm gonna be sending some energy, buddy. Hmm. Peut-être même probablement assez commun, je crois. Avec les enfants maintenant, je sais pas pourquoi, là. Mais I might be wrong. Mais une niaise, des fois la lune est là à 5 p.m. What the fuck, man? Oui, écoute, ça c'est la chose, hein. Écoute, if you film the moon, si tu filmes la lune monte rapidement ou tranquillement. Des fois, ça prend la journée pour qu'elle monte et des fois, ça prend quelques heures pour qu'elle traverse. When you're filming the moon and you have a telescope, you're going to see that the moon sometimes remains low in the sky, which, by the way, repeating myself several times, the full moon coming, the buck moon, full buck moon, also the lightning moon, thunder moon, sorry, thunder moon coming in 2 days is going to be very low in the sky, but it's going to look a lot bigger than usual. They say it's an optical illusion, and we could see it orange or red. Lots of spectacular things coming. So I will definitely try to get that for you. But you know what? It's going to be bad. It's going to be hard to see. Even with my big telescope, probably won't get very good footage, but I'm still going to try. You can be sure as hell. Joue vraiment avec les heures, hein? C'est définitive. Almost lasted an hour here. Hey, guy, we're getting good. Just started watching the arc on Peacock's Disclosure and why I started last night. We're looking for truth, guys, eh? For sure. I guess so, eh? Scratching your heads. I hear you, brother, man. I wish you guys the best of luck to your family, man. Son of a bitch, eh? Hey, Montana Wookie, thank you for coming back as always. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, Sugar Bee. Same. Same. Faudrait qu'on jase de ça, Léaus. Ben, les choses devenues, là, je veux qu'on fasse une émission que tu embarques avec moi. Si tu es encore là, Léaus ou Crazy Music Space Jam. Mais je veux aussi qu'on parle de le trip qu'on a fait. Parce que moi, il y a des choses que ma vie a changé depuis ce temps-là déjà. Là. Des choses très bizarres. Des choses pour le mieux. Sugar Bee Magic Zoo Boat or Ark of Covenant? Yes. Ça, là, oui, Darla, ça, c'est vraiment vrai. Darla va voir la Lune. J'ai déjà fait une couple de fois des tests avec Darla. Est-ce que tu vois la Lune? Non. Ah non, elle est quand même assez haute. Non, mais il doit y avoir des nuages. Elle dit, ben pourtant, je ne vois pas de nuages. Par exemple, je vais pas mettre des mots dans sa bouche, là, mais moi, c'est comme ça. Tu vois-tu la Lune? Un email ou un message sur YouTube. Hey Bruce, tu dois t'entendre de regarder la Lune? Non, je ne le vois pas. Je suis dehors à l'extérieur, je ne vois pas de nuages, puis je ne vois pas la Lune. Elle est à 30 minutes de moi maximum, là, puis on a des différences. Elle est en tempête, puis on a 3, 4, 5 degrés de différence. Faites des recherches sur Saint-Anicette, Québec. C'est un des endroits les plus chauds au Canada. L'eau est la plus chaude, là. Puis ils ne savent pas pourquoi que l'eau est chaude, là. Moi, je vous le dis, il y a probablement quelque chose à l'intérieur. Rah, rah! Hate some humans, some... hey, same. Same. Right on, brother. And I'll be checking tonight. Also, Chip is here. Solar Impact, supposed to get Impact Next 12 hours. Yes, man. And Chip, watch the difference in temperatures. And guys in Quebec, tomorrow, I don't have to look at the weather. Guaranteed heat. Okay. If the radiation is going to hit, when we get radiation, we get wind and very hot. Watch the hurricanes. Now, I'm worried about something, Chip. The full moon coincides with the impact of the coronal mass ejection. Could you imagine the difference with the coronal mass ejection during a full moon phase and on top of the moon being very close to Earth there? And it's going to look close too. What's going to happen? I'm interested in finding out. Yeah, for sure. Yep, on the way. Early tomorrow. That's right. Early tomorrow for some of us, and tonight for some of us, depending on your time. Absolutely. Didn't hear that from me. All right, good. Yeah, at the beginning they're all in pods and sleep. Oh boy. Yeah, and the scary part, Sugar B, is that I know that that's what they're doing. I know they have kids in UFOs that they put them to sleep to abduct them and sell them and traffic them. And oh my God, could they be trafficking them to other planets because they need the DNA and whatnot? It's some really scary shit. I'm telling you, it's a scary thing. I'm ready to know the truth, by the way. Totally ready for that. Hey, thanks a lot again, you guys, for these amazing contributions. Mojo's Mama B, thanks for all the comments and contributions. And of course, for becoming a member. Again, you guys, in so many ways. Thank you. Carol, you guys rock. Really, really helps you guys. We love you, brother. Yes, give Stephanie a big hug for us. Maystorm disabled the Starlink sats. It really did, man. And lots of crap happened. Some of them were even crashed. And chip, chippity, chip, chippity, chip, chip, chiroo. Want to breakfast off deep. None to mine, I hope. Hey, ça, ma gars, ce que tu vois sur ma lune, sur la lune, elle est super haute ici. Je comprends rien. Ben, c'est ça. Plus que on va aux États-Unis, comme moi ici, plus que la Lune est plus basse. Puis là, il y a de la courbature là-dedans qu'il faut essayer de comprendre aussi. Il y a beaucoup de choses, Catherine, que je ne comprends pas que la Lune fait, que selon moi, c'est un scénario que ça n'a pas de sens. Là. Yoga with Denise, thank you very much for coming by. So we were 30 about tonight, maximum 40 that I saw. Oui, moi tout, Darla, plein de lacet. It's going to be insane. We're in for some really dangerous storms on the sun coming, and that is not fear mongering. I promise you. The grid is going down. By the way, that's a promise. Also, it's not if; it's a matter of when, and we're not going to be able to rebuild that grid. But don't forget, everything's ready. Like the free energy and everything's it's already invented there. It's just that we have to do the transition. And instead of doing a transition by saying we're going to dismantle stuff, they're going to cause a cataclysmic event. You know, they like doing their friggin' tests and shit that they do and their real world scenarios that they do every 2 or 3 years. You know that, right? Jets from Afghanistan flying with jets from America, Chinese jets, Russian jets, and they all do these events, real world events, red flag events, which they create real events. So they'll create a real freaking flood. But now they're doing this shit, I believe, with the 5G and all the weapons that we have on Earth. Like it's still a myth that the weather manipulation is fake. That's really sad when they're killing people with those weapons. Okay. You know, the two in New Zealand earthquakes that were caused by the weapon and whatnot. Oh, they won't be able to hide me for long, guys. I'm telling you, this channel. And I might be investing in something that's really going to make the trolls curl up and die, most likely. Should be interesting. Full moon tomorrow night. Plant my Mexican tomatoes in the morning. That's what they say. It'll be growing good. No moon for you. The soup Nazi. Thank you very much, Justin. Ah, now, toute question est bonne, Catherine. Et puis, il n'y a pas personne qui est fou folle à demander des questions comme ça. Ça, c'est la réponse que je t'ai donnée, c'est ce qu'ils m'ont dit, mais arrêtez. C'est dur à comprendre. Mais tu sais, on est partout sur la planète. Puis plus qu'on s'éloigne, ben, la distance de cet éloignement-là, ben, il va y avoir une différence avec l'auteur de la Lune, soit plus haut ou plus basse. Puis là, tu prends en considération la courbature aussi, curvature and everything else. It's a little complicated, but 100% Dirt Wizard. 100%. It could even be a spaceship. Solarhead is here. Thank you very much. Right on. Be lost without my telescope. These last few years has musical kook. Thank you very much. I've seen a lot with my own eyes. Thanks for sharing that, man. It is not Mojo's Mama B. It has completely halted, and there was talk the last I had heard that it had started, or possibly they're expecting it to start turning the other way. They have no idea why. They have yet to do a sonde. I think it's like the same thing when they look at a baby inside the stomach of a woman. They want to do that to find out what the core consists of, because all this talk about, nickel and the hydrogen and whatnot, what it's made of, the mantle, and we don't know. We really don't know, and they're going to be able to know more with that. Did you see all the new technology that they have to be able to see inside of the stars and the planets? So, in other words, the past 3 years, they found out what's inside of all the planets, and they're able to get a lot more data with the earthquakes and the moonquakes and the quakes on Jupiter, whatnot, on Venus. And you can imagine the closer you get to the sun, there must be so many incredible changes happening. They just recently sent music, some hip hop, to Venus. Okay. So when I hear shit like that, or Elon Musk sending cars up into space, you're like, what's going on here? One of these things are not like the other. What's wrong with this picture? Game of Clue. It doesn't make any sense. Right on. Thanks. 35 now, and I saw the maximum before 39, so almost 40. Yay. Almost 40 people watching. Yay. Oh no. Like the gay guy. His name is Bruce, by the way. What is it in Simpsons? Oh no. Simpsons or Family Guy? Must be getting old. Family Guy, I think. Where's my membership color? Let me go look. You have fraud by unknown. Did have fraud by unknown on my card, and going through the replacement. That is unfortunately. Sorry to hear about that, Mojo's Mama B. It does say you're a member on top. It says new member on top of it, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, Darla. It won't be long for us if she saw it. Dépendamment où qu'elle Wait. What's up with the huge cave they said they found? Interesting. Let's talk about it. I love a giant moon rising over the lake. Hey, is highness. It is of the nicest things. I'm telling you. Yes, Bruce is bilingual in derplingual. I comprende tout. A second, guys. Where am I going? I had to do something. Getting old. I feel like Biden now. Be right back, anyways. I'll think of it on my way there. I have no idea why I'm walking around. So I'm back. Why the hell was I walking around? I don't. Oh yeah, I remember now. Be right back. Imagine forgetting that you're hot and that you want to open the window. Anyway, I remember now. Fans off. Stick that mama on. Stick that puppy on. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by the stream. English, Spanglish, and Pig Latin. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I speak quite a few languages also. Some mysterious languages that nobody would ever be able to get. I made up my language when I was younger. That's how weird I was. I made up symbols of languages. Loved doing it. Must have been a scribe in another life. I confirm it. I'm positive. Truth always wins, Auntie Honey. Mina prikas tinibikato mina haftra tora wakanolatra los siverni mingon. That means thank you for coming to the live stream. I can call in crocodactyls from blocks away. Well, it's more like chickens, pops, yodels, and lip smacking. And don't forget Mojo's Mama B. Refresh the page. Will change. Your thing will come back. Send you the link, Bruce. Right on, Dirt Wizard. Yes, sir, brother. Yeah, absolutely. Stuart Wimbles, free your mind. Thank you for being here, Art. Hey, Bruce, mods and all. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. 37, 36, 34. Hey, trolls. I love it. You know it. One of them left an upper decker on on the danged fridge. I got to stop reading your posts out loud. I have to read them after. Except when we're talking about chippy tits. We have a lot of fun with that. And his pretend wife. Right on, Karen Massey. Thank you so much for coming in. Absolutely, Darla. He rocks for sure. Oh, well, thank you. Darla's like, Bruce, you didn't see him. No, I did not see him, actually. Thank you, Sapinator. Bro, it means it is so much. That is so much money, man. And I thank you so much for doing so. Absolutely incredible. It helps me so much, man. The sun finally came out. Thanks again. The sun finally came out today in the UK. Woohoo. Sad how we have to wait that long for all the shit. Xander Mavro in the house. Thanks again for being a member, man. Hey, awesome family. Hey, brother Bruce. Late, but made it. Right on. You must have been stuck in the traffic, or maybe something wasn't working. Some store, some bank machine wasn't working. We're living like in third world countries here. Crystal Sparks. Thank you very much, Crystal Sparks, for being here. Reverse polarity, reverse direction. Yes. And now, I was supposed to talk about that before when I came back, and I sort of totally ghosted him. the other thing. Did you know that the sun has started its other 11-year cycle without finishing the other 11-year cycle? There's still a year left, but they're never sure. Like the solar maximum, we should be in it right now. We're expecting a solar maximum for 2025 in a year, but they were all talking about it possibly happening before. Amanda, thank you very much. Hola, muchas gracias. Bienvenido. So the poles of the sun have shifted, are shifting, have shifted, are shifting. I'm not sure which is which. And they would have shifted. And apparently it's going to stay shifted like that till 2025 and probably till the end of 2025, meaning right now it's on high alert and the sun's ass is facing Earth. And now it's a give or take, it's like Russian roulette. If ever the sun is facing us at the same time and spits out when it's facing us, and a coronal mass, a coronal hole is facing Earth, and at the same time in the moon phase we have a full moon, the moon affects the tides and everything at the atmosphere. Also, it brings rain to Earth, I believe. So you can only imagine how that energy could affect things. I mean, look at the crap, guys, that happened with the alignment of the planets. The planets aligned, and it brought in all these lower Earth or objects and meteors, and Oumuamua coming into the atmosphere, into the solar system, also from interstellar space. When I started my research, I didn't know much about interstellar space, and there wasn't much research, not much hype about interstellar space or deep space. It was more just the smart ass scientists, really smart scientists that were talking about all that. But now we're having objects coming into our solar system from interstellar space. Deep space. They say that's just on the outside of where the sun reaches its light and heat. Heliophysics talks about it on the outskirts, right? Geomagnetic excursion is happening 6,000 years ago. It happened too. Yes, and it's scary. And if it happens, yes, pole ship, Stuart, absolutely, brother. Right. Could be. Yep. Meaning everything's haywire. Much like right now, it's like we're traveling. Okay. It's like Earth is traveling through the Bermuda Triangle. It's a boat. And the sun is a compass, and it's swiveling towards the south when it's really in the north, and the boat's not able to do any readings. This is basically what's happening. Well, then you start talking about something very interesting. Laws of physics change when you leave Earth. Everything changes in space, the different height, different elevation, different temperatures. A jet traveling at the height, sea level or not sea level, different temperatures, you get different speeds, and you get a different gap in the missing time or the extra time that the pilot and jets do when they hit certain Mach speed. Hey, some of the bloody UFOs that we're seeing, guys, the professionals are saying it goes up to 5,000 Gs, from 100 to 5,000 Gs. There's no humans in that. You can imagine there's some videos on YouTube of some of the pilots. It's a Russian pilot, the one that goes like this, and his face starts bending, and he hits 8 or 9 Mach 9, Mach 8, Mach 9. And he starts doing the breathing, and they wear these suits to compress them. If not, their blood would boil. I did a lot of research in that. And I'm telling you, most of the fast moving vehicles that we see, I don't believe that we're moving around in it. Even though some of you right here in the community will tell me inertia, Bruce. I get it, but still, I don't know. It's not that I don't know. I'm telling you what the professionals say, that there's no inertia that could change anything to have a human survive in that. It would break the bone, and we would be just a ball of skin and like pus. blood inside with broken bones, traveling around like we see some of the UFOs traveling around. It's a roadster. Got the screens. Well, Darla, they said that launching his car, it's going to hit Mars. It's Elon Musk's car is and it's there already on its way towards Mars, and it was to crash down onto the surface of Mars. So I don't know why the hell he would do that. I don't understand why they would do that. Did you know that they're saying that in the news, the landings and rockets that land on the moon could be contaminating the water that's there? Think of it. Landing rocket in Valleyfield or something like beside the St. Lawrence River, and then it's just contaminated and stuff. We're a bunch of pigs, guys. We are destroying the world. Huge cave. If it's huge, the biggest ever seen. Ops got possessed by Trump. Crazy stuff happening. Yeah, coffee. Could have been that I wanted. Lives matter too, pothead. Yeah, crazy stuff. Well, how NASA and SpaceX will bring down the space station when it's retired. They want to do this in 2031, I think. SpaceX will use a powerful, zooped up capsule to shove the International Space Station out of orbit once time is up for the sprawling lab. NASA and Elon Musk's company on Wednesday outlined the plan to burn the space station up on re-entry. Gonna kill people and plunge what's left into the ocean, ideally at the beginning of 2031, when it hits the 32-year-old mark. The space agency, I heard they wanted to keep it longer than that. I'm positive they will, but they're going to need funds to raise. And then in 2031, they're going to say, we're going to keep it there. We weren't kidding. We're going to keep it there till 2036. The space agency rejected other options like taking the space station apart and bringing everything home. They were stupid. Or handling the keys to someone else. Handing the keys to someone else. Who? What, they're going to start renting it out to Mexican immigrants now? To start sending them up into space and rent out space stations for them? Get this. NASA gave SpaceX $843 million dollars in a contract to bring down the space station, the biggest structure ever built off of the planet, except for the moon. Of course, the moon is bigger than that. Why get rid of the space station? The space station is already is showing signs of age. Yes, it's filled with vegetation on the outside and everything. I'll leave it at that. It is just so funny when you think of it. Introducing Ramses, if you guys want to check that out, ESA's 2029 mission, because some of you were asking me, when are we going to Apophis? When are we going to go divert Apophis and find out more about it? The mission to the asteroid Apophis is for 2029, right? 30 years ago on July 16th, tomorrow is the day of the Apollo 11 landing, by the way. So I'll be getting some moon videos up. Real moon videos of the surface, the real moon landing, and show some real spacecraft in the videos. There you go. So 30 years ago, on the 16th of July, 1994, astronomers watched in awe as the first of many pieces of the Shoemaker-Levy 9 comet slammed into Jupiter with incredible force. The event sparked intense interest in the field of planetary defense as people asked, could we do something, anything, to prevent this happening to Earth? Am I making it sound interesting? Today, ESA's Space Safety Program takes another step forward answering this question. The program has received permission to begin preparatory work, a big word for Bruce, preparatory work for its next planetary defense mission, the Rapid Apophis mission for space safety, called Ramses. So what will happen? Ramses will rendezvous with the asteroid 99942, by the way, the number 666 backwards, Apophis, and accompany it through its safe but exceptionally close flyby of Earth in 2029. Researchers will study the asteroid as Earth's gravity alters its physical characteristics. Their findings will improve our ability to defend our planet from any similar object found to be on a collision course in the future. But they can't detect them all. That's a problem. Roughly 375 meters across, about the size of a cruise liner, the asteroid Apophis will pass within 32,000 kilometers from Earth's surface on the 13th of April, 2029. That is effing insane. We are going to see an apocalyptic big ass toroid in the sky going by. It's going to be crazy. We're going to see a little spacecraft around it. I'll have my telescope out, and oh my gosh, lions and tigers and bears, right? It's going to be absolutely crazy. Of course, it's going to be on a day that it rains or that it's cloudy. Not that I'm hoping, trying to jinx myself, but it's basically probably what's going to happen. Starlink satellites, we were just talking about it, they were lost on the Falcon 9 upper stage failure. This happened the day after my brother's birthday, Jason John Swartz. Check out his channel. July 12th, this was posted, and it happened on July 11th. So what happened on July 11th, finishing off the stream here, Tokyo says, SpaceX says it will not be able to recover the 20, excuse me, the 20 Starlink satellites left in a very low orbit after a malfunction of a Falcon 9 upper stage on a July 11th launch. This is serious stuff, guys. It is so dangerous that those satellites obviously are going to crash back down to Earth. They hit areas where habitation, where people live, and that's why it's dangerous. People will let this happen until one day it hits a school bus or a school, and then they're going to try to do some changes, but they won't. They'll just try to make some hype about it. In a statement July 12th, it just passed, the company said that the 20 satellites, listen to this, guys, on the Group 9-3 launch have been unable to raise the orbit because the electric propulsion systems on the spacecraft the 20 spacecraft cannot counteract the high atmospheric drag. So they're getting dragged. We talked just a minute ago about them being dragged down when the auroras happened. They were dropping down each day over 500 feet. That's a hell of a lot, guys. A 500-foot building. Imagine going down that distance every day. Because of atmospheric drag, the satellites encounter in their very low orbits. That's why the satellites, not many of them, but more and more, and the ones that are there around the moon, if they exist, they don't go over the mares because the mares are very dense. It's a very dense surface, and it's very magnetic. There's magnetism coming from that, and over time it drags them down. Of course, with the accumulation of dust on them, of course they say it drags them down too. But there's certain regions on the moon where you can't have a satellite go over them because it would be dragged down. So possibly some areas on Earth also that we could not have satellites going by. People have a tendency of thinking that everybody has a satellite going by over their house, and it's not so. Not even 10,000 of them up there. The rocket's upper stage engine experienced an anomaly. I love it when they say that, and was unable to complete its second burn. The company stated, which would have circularized, I'm learning English today, the orbit of the stage, circularized, what the fuck? The orbit of the stage before satellite deployment. While the stage was able to deploy the satellites, they were left in an orbit with a apogee, or a low point of just, guys, 135 kilometers. Did I just read this? Not sure if I just read that or not. I'm sorry if I read it again, but yes, we're talking about Starlink satellites that were not able to go up in orbit. So you said it, Xander. It's exactly right, brother. It is exactly right. Darla, thank you so much. Thank you, Darla. Thank you so much. Seriously, guys. Wow, Leah. That is so much, my friends. Thank you so much for everything and for coming by. We're only 39 tonight. Hit 40, luckily, I hope. Sherry, Odarla is cute, Bruce. Wink, wink. Thank you. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, everyone. Well, we had yet again a good stream. Stuck around for about an hour and a half. We had a good hour and 45 minutes, I think, stream this morning, about this afternoon. We had a little bit of problems. I'm very sorry for having coming on late. Um, More to come, guys. We have a moon video I was working on. I'll be going to my brother's soon in a couple of days. Hopefully, it all depends on the weather, but I'm looking at the weather each and every day, and I'm in contact with him. All Bruce's ladies are quad. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whoop, disappeared. They're diamonds, my friend. Shine bright like a diamond. Really did, Sabinator. It's incredible when you see that he turned his head like that. And I mean, I was really upset because, yeah, I was really mad, like a lot of you, for the bullshit that's happening. We're going to beat those elites, guys. They're going to lose. They are going to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the amazing contributions, for the incredible help that you give this channel by leaving comments. And if you're new to the channel, I would so appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Leah, thanks again. If you guys thumbs up the videos, come to the streams once in a while when you can, but do check out the research, guys. You can scroll back 100 years here, and it's all good videos. You'll be able to check it out. Subscribe to this channel to help it grow. Love you guys. I'll be talking soon, up tomorrow, answering comments. Sabinator, I'll get my bird image up. You guys can let me know what type of bird it is. And love you guys. Thank you very much. Talk soon. I'm waiting for big UFO news to come out so we can smack on last minute stream so we can see what the hell's going on and talk about all the new stuff coming out. Lots is going to come out. A lot has come out and more will. So fingers crossed about that. Love you guys. And I'll talk really soon. Bye-bye for now. I'm on my way out to look for the moon and the UFOs.